there really is no reason for her to have been shot.
She felt like everything she had done still didn't feel like it was enough for her and that there was more that she could do. Just an opportunity for her to go be in person in the West Bank in solidarity with Palestinians.
Who is Aysenur?
She would really act on the things that she valued. And I feel like, not everyone does. And so that is something that I really admire about my sister.
My name is Hamid Ali. I was Aysenur's husband. The plan, and she talked to me about staying towards the back of the protest, being more of an observer, like recording with her phone, that kind of thing. And she was, when she was shot, she was 200 yards away from the soldier.
Essentially as the human rights observer, and she wanted to report on all of the really unjust, violent ways that Palestinians in the West Bank and farmers especially were being oppressed. I didn't realize she was there until we we got the news that she was killed.
And I remember, people saying that she prayed with them. And afterwards, the protest begins, or the demonstration begins, where Palestinians are like marching on this hill, just protesting nonviolently, peacefully against the illegal settlement. When the tear gas started, Aysenur specifically retreated to this olive grove.
By an Israeli sniper who was about 200 yards away, perched on the roof of a home. And the first shot hit what was a metal pole,
The second shot was, unfortunately, it hit Aysenur.
struck my sister in the head.
They took her to the hospital and everything. Yeah.
The rest is as we know it.
I even remember what happened in the immediate aftermath, but there was this question of like, what do we do with this? This can't happen and no one answered for it. I think Aya actually was like one of the first people that was able to get in contact with us and like set up a meeting with Congresswoman Jaya Paul, who was just like, how can we help? Like, what's the status with like, the State Department? What are they communicating? That kind of thing. We've had immense help from Washington for Peace and Justice, from CARE.
Including Cindy and Craig Corey.
Last spring, we were able to get through a memorial for Aysenur, just outlining her life and like her contributions to her community here in Washington.
And that was a really nice symbolic measure.
Resolution that kind of y'all are pushing right now.
This year, with the help of, again, CARE and WAPJ and other community members, we're hoping to pass a joint resolution.
And a lot more clear about how she was killed and like the impunity with which enabled Israel to like do this.
And demand an investigation on a state legislation level.
An investigation in her case is directly related to the prevention of further killing of American citizens, let alone like Palestinians.
That would be a really actionable thing that our state of Washington and our representatives can do in solidarity with us in support of seeking justice and accountability for Aysenur.
Ways do you want to see other people also honoring her?
I try to honor her by like being just in every part of my life. Basically channeling this energy of like being authentic firstly, and then it's like a very personal way that I'm trying to, I hope that I'm honoring her.
Trying to keep her spirit alive as well. She advocated for other people and she deserves that same level of diligence and care for her.
Being kind, I think she was like someone who cooked a lot and loved to share food with other people, like feed people. I'm not as good of a cook as her. Just trying to care for people, I think, is something that she did that I think would be a beautiful tradition to like carry on.
She loved cooking and really enjoyed experimenting with like different ways to elevate baklava, for example, which was one of her favorite things to bake.
Oh man, well baklava is like my favorite dessert. That has a special place. I'm grateful that she was able to make a batch like a month or two before she left, and it was like honestly her best batch too.
Any way that people can continue sharing what happened to her and the demands for a US-led investigation. This isn't something that we can do alone, and it's our collective voices that really, I think, will make a difference in the end.
She was someone that reminded me of the like strength in like the small acts of the many. That's how Aysenur lived. So that's how I try to remind myself too.
I think she kind of lives in everyone that continues to talk about her and be inspired by what she did, because those aspects of her also live in each one of us.